Hey guys, welcome back to Maxcellent build orders, a format where I go into detail with a singular build order for a decided faction. This time it's going to be for the Blood Angels, but before we go into the actual video details and whatnot, I normally don't do that, but as I got a new member, I want to make a quick shout out to my few members that I have. I have two members from the beginning of this year. One is Doderich, the other one is Rax Hase, supporting me for now for over 6 months, and actually the other day, like a week ago, I got a new one, Minion Gaming, so also appreciate your support. Yeah, if you want to support me, there's the membership options below. So that's it. Now back to the video itself. I want to make a guide of the build order for Blood Angels, because there was a discussion the other day in the war room in the Unification Discord about viable Blood Angels build orders, and there we discussed a few ones, and there's one build order I like myself a lot, which is also more or less a Blood Angels special, you could say, and that is the Assault Marines. But it's not just normal Assault Marines where you go 2 Assault Marines and harass a lot. It is only a single Assault Marine, and it relies on having some scouts with shotguns in tandem. And then in tier 2 it really gets online with, because you can have so many Assault Marine variants for the Blood Angels in tier 2. So that's the goal of it. Quickly checking which map I want to choose. I have one map in mind that I do not know the name of, which is one of the maps that was made by Barbados. Paradise Falls, it's not. What was it actually? The files? No, this was the small map. If I don't find it, we take another one. Give me a second. Send to Madness. Yes, this one it was. We choose Blood Angels. We have more or less the normal settings online. The opponent is going to be random, so let's go. So, as usual, we want to think in advance what we want to do in the beginning. We want to build a chapel barracks and then get a second builder and 3 scouts from our HQ, and want to build an armory. So this is the build. I think the hotkey for the barracks is C for chapel barracks, which is for most Astartes faction. So let's see if I'm correct. It is getting second builder, 3 scouts, and of course we want to get wings. Oh, the new voiceover was pretty darn good, if you ask me. Your intention command. Okay, quickly pausing because I want to think. I haven't thought in advance what would be a good build order here, capping order. I think the first scout goes here and then to the relic. The second scout goes here and then to this point, and the final scout goes here and then to the relic critical location. And then the scouts will kind of meet up and roam in the middle and see what they can do with their shotguns. Their shotguns they will not get immediately, because you want to save some resources for later, for the Assault Marines in particular. Quickly making some hotkeys over here. We await your indulgence. Go over here, and I actually made a mistake. Pretty big mistake. I didn't shift click. That's okay. It's only against the AI.
Glory of the Emperor and Sanguinius. Hell's Teeth, show me a path. Hell's Teeth,
okay.
Show me a path. Ready. Key code valid.
So this makes it a little awkward from the building up the points perspective, but that's okay. We will make it work. So you see that the resources line up that we can have 1 listening post at first, and then we can build 2 listening posts afterwards. So we can split the machine halyards once we have the first point. I go with the scouts in ranged stance and will get the Assault Marines in melee stance. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for tier 1. We can get grenades actually, as these scouts can have grenades, but I you want also to have a decently timed tier 2, not too fast, too far off. That's why you want to not overspend, especially on the power side. Quickly checking if there's capping going on here. Okay, we have the Dark Elder against us. I think we can deal with it. So we can kill this Listen Post, I think. Not the best use of the time, to be honest.
Taking the fight to the enemy.
That's okay.
Blessed are the zealots. As you command.
Decap. We do not want to cap, but we can decap.
Helot ready. We command it now. How may I assist you? At your discretion, Lord.
So get now the Listen Post over here, then going back. We have decapped this. Now we can jump over here and see if we can do some more harm. And then we want to add the shotguns. Now that we have enough requisition, we want to get then some power from a generator, and the idea is to get a relatively quickly tier 2 because with only one squad of assault marines you do not get far in terms of harassment and whatnot. So the question is if we get 1 or 2 generators, so if we upgrade a point or not. We want to reinforce a bunch. We have those guys now ready with shotguns. Let's see what we can do. Some have shotguns, some do not. Depends a bit on... Okay, this point got capped already. We have infiltration going, so this is kinda an issue. Because we do not have infiltration detection yet. Get a generator here. I think as we have a lot of... one is attacking me over here. And it's the one with the shotgun, sadly. We have a skull probe now. We can try to shoot this. I walked into the base without looking, it's okay. Kinda, we have some more mandrakes on our backs, which is an issue. Mandrakes deal a surprising amount of damage. I want to get in a second skull probe in this case. Try to get the builder unit and attack a bit, and then want to think about tier 2 in a second. There's again the Mandrake, so we can now jump again over here, I guess. Okay, there's also Mr. Cool Dude, and we can now shortly click the tier 2 button. So now we have, the only issue we have is that we do not have good detection against these mandrakes. We will be able to outsmart them later on, or outgun them in many ways. We have now 2 skull probes, which is good, and then we can try to see what we can do. You see the shotguns doing wonders here. One mandrake spot over here. We can actually try to cap a bit. The mandrakes will not get close here, I think. Quickly, as we're heading now to tier 2, what are our tier 2 options with this build in particular? There are like, I think, 2 or 3 options, and one I will choose. So one option is, now that you have the armory already, you could go, for example, for the Machine Bastion and for Landspeeder Tempest, as we chose wings, and you have the armory already, so you can immediately get frag missile launchers or crack missile launchers. So you have this option. Then you have another option that you get Devastators and Rhinos. So you have the Devastators in Rhinos, which is kind of cool. But the other option that I will choose is to get all the different assault units, in particular the assault veterans, and then also the Primaris assault intercessors. For those, you want to get in tier 2 the melter bombs, because you have 4 squads with melter bombs, which is also your anti-vehicle. You do not want to spam that on buildings too much. You want to have always like 1 or 2 of these melter bombs off cooldown ready to toss it at an enemy vehicle approaching. And you want to have the superior bionics. You also kind of want plasma pistols and power swords as always. Especially the power plasma pistols can be nice, because in tier 2 you can get these scout sergeants which all get plasma pistols. That you have, as you have the barracks and this armory, this makes this kind of viable. Now that within all the micro, which I what I kind of forgot is that we want to also upgrade a point or two and get another generator. So let's quickly get another generator going, upgrade a point over here and reinforce these scouts a bit. Reinforce everyone actually a bit. So we can fight a bit better. We have assault marines that are better in melee. You see the red toggle over here. This is, we get the red thirst, which gives us more damage in melee, which gives us some HP in melee and some morale regeneration in melee. But if we lose our morale, we will turn rampant. But you see, actually we win this fight even in tier 1 with all these scouts around, the shotguns and knockback, the damage, everything is here. We will now capture this point. We can get another upgraded point, and I also want to stop reinforcing those, because our main goal normally would be to have immediately enough resources for our not assault squad, for the assault veteran squad, which we currently do not have, but that's okay. Also, we would have wanted to get the plasma pistols on the way already, which we also do not have. I will skip plasma pistol, I think, for now, in favor of the melter bombs, which are more important now. So you want to prioritize what you want to do and what you can get and what you cannot get. We have a pretty good economy that I would now also try to capitalize on. We want to get the sergeants, of course, on these squads. One squad of veterans is ready, can be deep striked from there, which is also pretty nice. So we want to make sure that we do not let them get one dime, basically. You can now come in and have another squad. We want to get another squad going before we start the superior bionics. Get also the veteran sergeant. Sergeants are always nice to have. Okay, we have an issue over here, which is these guys. Maybe these guys cannot come over here. Okay, this next squad is being built, so we are kind of good on that. Now jump over here. This guy can start build up again. We need to make sure that we stay out of harm's way for the most part. Okay, these guys need to make sure to get out. For the intercessors guys, for the primaris, we need to get the reclusium. Now is the point, I think, before where we can get the sergeants. We have now 3 squads already. Want to get another squad. You can repair this. We do not need these assault squads anymore, the assault units. Why we want to get one assault squad is because the veterans actually need to have a squad present to be able to be built, these veterans, and then we can now more or less move in, throw some melter bombs against these buildings. And yeah, here you see the big knockback and everything. To make sure that we jump out with the units that are a little injured. The veterans are very good at what they do. We will have bionics momentarily, and then also have the we should have enough pop with the sergeants if we have all the sergeants up, because the sergeants also give some pop. You see now we are at 12 or 15. Once this sergeant is up, we should have more. Should be at 16, and that should be enough to get our intercessor out, and then we win this game in tier 2 over here. Get also the power swords. You see now that we have the sergeant, we are at 16 and can have our last unit in. You could also add these power swords, but these are more, I would call, luxury. They have also some crack grenades over here. So you want to focus the crack grenades if you have them available. You want to make sure that you kill the enemy vehicles, of course, once they get them. If you have some spare ones, you want to use it either on economy, or in this case I will use them on the production buildings, and then this is it. So what makes this so viable is that you have, as you see, a hell of a lot of different units available for you that can jump. The mobility I do not even completely show in this case, because yeah, it's against the AI not needed really. But yeah. This power sword is actually the power sword from the veteran, that shows, which is interesting. Yeah, and then here we have some corrosive cloud and whatnot, but you see that the scouts with the shotguns and plasma pistols, the sergeants really do provide a ranged force, whereas we have now this whole blob of melee units. I now use my extra income to get more income. You could also use your... you will probably need your income against a actually potent player, not the AI, to reinforce a bunch and keep your guys healthy. And we can throw our second row against the HQ and win the game by this. So this is generally the idea. If you will not manage to get a win in tier 2, you want to think of tier 3 obviously, and kicker on tier 3, quickly pausing so I can show you, is that you can even more jumpy troops, the Death Company or the Primary Suppressor Squad over here, which are also jumpy troops in melee, but normally you do not want to put too many eggs in one basket, so in tier 3 it would be good to then start to add some vehicles. In particular the Predator is pretty nice, or even on your way to tier 2 build a vehicle production building and already get some what shall I say, some land speeders and stuff like that could also be a good thing. But you see that you can get a hell of a lot of different jump troops. We have a normal assault squad, assault veterans, 2 squads, and then the assault Primaris intercessor squad, and then these scouts. So yeah, what I find so nice of this in this build is that even in tier 1, the assault marines and the scouts with shotguns have such good synergy. The scouts with their shotguns make enemy melee infantry pretty weak, you could say, because they fall over on their feet, and the assault marines make enemy ranged infantry, they counter it because they can run at them and force melee combat. And then it has really good synergy that you stay relatively low in tier 1, not getting too much, and get a quickly tier 2, where you then can get all these different assault marines with with melter bombs, and these assault veterans have a lot of HP, so they're not as squishy at your normal assault marines. We have your normal squad, we have 5k HP on 9 models, and here we have 4.3k HP on 5 models. In tier 3 also you get more models. I think it's 3 or 4 models in the squad in tier 3, so it's good to keep them around and then have a big squad of them. There's also an upgrade, which is I think also tier 3 in the armory, which gives them a higher armor class, like Terminator armor basically, which makes them even better. So there's some upgrades to be had in tier 3 for them as well. But as I said, you want to, after having such an infantry blob and the enemy thinking about how to counter the infantry, it would be nice then to diversify your army. You have already 15 population occupied by infantry, so you cannot add as much infantry also, so you want to add vehicles if need be. Okay, so I think this is the build order I wanted to show. If I forgot something, if you have something to add or some questions, please go in the comments. And as in the beginning of the video, if you want to support me, there's the membership option. But enough of that. As usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye!